Did you know that selling your home is more stressful than getting a divorce? According to research from Zillow, a staggering 36% of homeowners describe the process as the most stressful life event they've experienced. More stressful than divorce, job loss, or even bankruptcy. In fact, the emotional and psychological burden tied to selling a home can leave lasting impacts on mental health that are often overlooked. This surprising statistic sets the tone for our discussion today as we explore why selling your home can take a heavier toll on your mental well-being than the end of a marriage. Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive deep into one of life's most challenging events, selling a home. We all know that divorce is emotionally exhausting, but what many people don't realize is that selling your home can feel even worse. The stress and uncertainty and the deep personal attachment to your home all converge into an emotional roller coaster that can leave you mentally drained for months, if not years. Today, we'll examine the emotional toll of selling a home and explore why it can be more detrimental to your mental health than divorce. We'll unpack the reasons behind this heightened anxiety. We'll hear from trusted sources like Altos Research, Redfin, and CoreLogic to understand the financial and psychological stressors that come into play. Whether you're selling due to downsizing, relocating, or personal changes, understanding the emotional impact of this major life decision is crucial for your mental and emotional well-being. Selling a home is more than just a transactional process. It's the emotional journey. Your home likely represents safety and stability and memories accumulated over the years. Parting with it can evoke feelings of grief and loss. This attachment makes the process of selling a home profoundly emotional. It's not just the attachment to the home that causes distress. There's also the fear of the unknown. Will the home sell quickly? Will you get the price you want? What happens if it doesn't sell or if the deal falls through? The pressure of these uncertainties can weigh heavily on the mind, causing anxiety that often disrupts daily life. The financial burden adds another layer to the stress. According to CoreLogic, many homeowners depend on the sale of their property to fund their next move, whether it's retirement, a new home, or even paying off existing debts. The stakes feel incredibly high because a successful sale impacts not only your financial future, but also your lifestyle and sense of security. As we'll explore, selling a home is a perfect storm of emotional, financial, and logistical challenges that can wreak havoc on your mental health. 1. Emotional attachment to the home. Imagine trying to walk away from a space that has been central to your life for years, sometimes decades. Your home is not just a financial asset. It's a reflection of your personal history. It holds the echoes of family celebrations, personal achievements, and intimate moments. For many, their home is deeply intertwined with their identity, which makes selling it akin to losing a part of oneself. Studies show that people experience feelings similar to grief when selling their home. Like losing a loved one or going through a divorce, you are parting with something that holds profound personal meaning. According to research by Redfin, the attachment people feel to their homes is one of the primary reasons selling becomes emotionally overwhelming. Unlike with divorce, where emotional separation from a spouse often comes after months or years of relationship breakdown, selling a home can come abruptly, amplifying feelings of sadness and loss. 2. Uncertainty and lack of control. The process of selling a home is rife with uncertainty. From listing the property to finalizing the sale, there are countless variables outside your control. According to Altos Research, the real estate market fluctuates regularly, making it difficult to predict how long a home will stay on the market or at what price it will sell. This lack of control can trigger anxiety, especially for those who need to sell quickly due to financial pressure or a life transition like retirement or relocation. Unlike a divorce, which usually follows a somewhat predictable legal process, selling a home is inherently unpredictable. How long will the home sit on the market? Will buyers back out? Will the inspection reveal problems you didn't know about? These unknowns cause immense stress, and the anxiety of waiting for things to fall into place can lead to sleepless nights and high emotional tension. 3. Financial stress. When selling a home, money is a primary source of anxiety. The financial pressures can be crushing, especially if you're relying on the proceeds to fund your next home purchase or retirement. CoreLogic notes that even in a strong housing market, sellers often grapple with concerns about whether they'll receive offers that meet their financial needs. This stress is heightened for older homeowners who may be counting on the sale to fund their later years. For them, selling isn't about just offloading property. It's about securing financial stability for the future. An unsuccessful or delayed sale can derail their retirement plans, causing deep-seated stress. This financial burden can be more acute than what is typically experienced during a divorce, where assets may be divided, but the financial uncertainty of securing a major sale is absent. 4. The physical demands of moving. On top of the emotional and financial stresses, selling a home is physically exhausting. The act of packing up a home, especially one filled with years of accumulated belongings, can be overwhelming both physically and mentally. Seniors, in particular, face challenges when downsizing, as the emotional weight of deciding what to keep and what to let go of can trigger anxiety and depression. For many sellers, the move itself adds to the stress of selling. Organizing logistics, scheduling movers, and managing timelines while keeping up with work, family obligations, and everyday life can quickly lead to burnout. According to HousingWire, the average homeowner underestimates the time and energy it takes to get their home ready for sale and complete the moving process. This underestimation adds to the pressure, making what should be a final step towards closure feel like an unending burden. So, why is selling a home such an emotional strain, especially when compared to divorce? The answer lies in several compounding factors that make selling more than just a financial transaction. 1. Emotional roller coaster. Selling a home is not a linear process, emotionally or logistically. In fact, the emotional highs and lows can be compared to what someone might experience during a major life crisis. There's the initial excitement and the hope that your home will sell quickly, followed by disappointment when an offer falls through or anxiety when negotiations stall. According to data from Zillow, 40% of sellers report feeling emotionally overwhelmed by the process. The emotional highs of receiving an offer or positive feedback during a showing are often immediately followed by the anxiety of wondering if the deal will actually close. This emotional roller coaster is exhausting, and the constant fluctuation between hope and fear can take a heavy toll on mental health. 2. High stakes and pressure to succeed. The pressure to sell a home successfully, whether it's for financial reasons or to avoid holding onto a property longer than intended, can be enormous. Homeowners feel a sense of urgency and obligation to make the right choices during the process, which can become paralyzing. According to Altos research, sellers often struggle with decision fatigue, unable to make clear choices about listing price, timing, or offers because they are overwhelmed by the pressure to avoid making a costly mistake. This pressure to get it right creates a burden that is uniquely tied to selling a home. Unlike a divorce where the emotional outcome is usually the focus, selling a home involves a tangible financial outcome that can greatly impact one's future. Whether it's the worry about selling too low, the stress of market timing, or the fear of the unknown, the stakes feel incredibly high. 3. The burden of presentation and judgment. One often overlooked aspect of selling a home is the feeling of judgment homeowners experience when putting their house on the market. Every showing, open house, or online listing feels like an opportunity for potential buyers to scrutinize the space you've called home. Even small criticisms from prospective buyers can feel personal. A survey by Redfin found that sellers report feeling like they are under constant scrutiny during the sale process. Every detail of the home, from its curb appeal to its interior design, is subject to feedback, much of it critical. Sellers often take this feedback personally, which adds to their stress. The feeling that your private space is being judged by strangers can be deeply unsettling, contributing to the emotional exhaustion of the process. 4. Negotiation fatigue. Selling a home involves constant negotiations, from setting the price to haggling over closing costs and repairs. This ongoing back and forth creates decision fatigue, where each new offer or counteroffer feels like an additional emotional burden. According to Keeping Current Matters, sellers often feel unprepared for the intensity of negotiations, which adds stress to an already emotionally charged situation. Unlike divorce settlements, where legal teams often handle the negotiation, home sales require the seller to make direct decisions that have significant financial implications. This fatigue can lead to burnout, where sellers begin to feel detached from the process or resigned to accepting less favorable terms just to end the emotional roller coaster. 5. Fear of what's next. The uncertainty of the next step in your housing journey can be a major stressor. After selling, where will you live? Will your new home live up to your expectations? Is this move really the right decision? Many sellers, especially those who are downsizing or relocating to a new city, grapple with these fears as they go through the sale process. Redfin data shows that over 50% of sellers report feeling anxious about what comes after the sale. For seniors in particular, this fear can be amplified if the sale is tied to a major life transition, like moving to a retirement community, relocating to live closer to family, or dealing with the aftermath of losing a spouse. The uncertainty of the next chapter in life can cause deep emotional unrest, making it harder to let go of the familiar. The fear of the unknown is often more daunting than the stress of divorce. In divorce, the separation marks the beginning of a new, but often known path. When selling a home, especially in a volatile market, the future is less certain. This can make the sale feel even more intimidating and stressful than navigating the end of a marriage. At the heart of all of these concerns, research from Zillow, CoreLogic, and other real estate platforms reveal an undeniable truth. Selling a home can be more detrimental to your mental health than going through a divorce. This pivotal finding highlights the emotional magnitude of selling a home, and it may be surprising to those who haven't experienced the process firsthand. Why does selling a home hit so hard? It's because of the convergence of financial, emotional, and psychological stressors all happening at once. You're not just losing a property, you're potentially losing a sense of stability, a lifetime of memories, and even your financial security, all within a relatively short period of time. Divorce, while emotionally taxing, usually unfolds over a more extended period, allowing for emotional processing. The sale of a home, however, often feels like a sudden rupture of one's life. Furthermore, many people underestimate the mental toll until they are fully entrenched in the process. The reality of parting with a home, dealing with unexpected buyer demands, managing multiple financial transactions, and facing relocation often leads to a perfect storm of stress and anxiety. This key moment of understanding the realization that selling your home could be the single most stressful event you ever face is a wake-up call for many homeowners. It forces us to rethink how we approach the process, emphasizing the need for emotional resilience and self-care along the way. To sum it up, selling a home is more than just a financial or logistical process. It's a deeply emotional experience that can take a heavy toll on your mental health. The attachment you feel to your home, combined with the stress of navigating an unpredictable real estate market, the fear of what's next, and the physical demands of moving, creates a unique cocktail of anxiety and pressure. Unlike a divorce where there is a clear emotional path of separation, selling a home blends grief with the burden of financial pressure, uncertainty, and the physical exhaustion of the moving process. Research from Redfin, Altos Research, and CoreLogic confirms that selling a home ranks among the most stressful life events, surpassing even major emotional traumas like divorce. If you're currently in the process of selling your home or preparing to do so, remember that it's normal to feel overwhelmed. The emotional toll of selling a home is real, and it's okay to take steps to protect your mental health during the process. Whether it's seeking support from loved ones, working closely with a trusted real estate professional, or practicing self-care techniques to manage stress, acknowledging the emotional weight of the process is the first step towards navigating it successfully. Now that we've explored why selling your home can be worse for your mental health than divorce, I want to hear from you. Have you ever sold a home and found the process more emotionally draining than you expected? Or if you've been through both a home sale and a divorce, how did the two experiences compare? Please share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more real estate advice. Whether you're selling, buying, or simply navigating life's challenges, I'm here to provide insights and support every step of the way. My name is Giovanna, and I'm with the Signatory Group. Thanks for watching. Bye.